How are we doing? I firstly want to say good morning. It is 9:46 and I'm supposed to be at work at 10 a.m. So I'm running a little bit late. But yeah, I don't think they're on the best terms with me because I called in sick yesterday. I just wasn't feeling well, you know, and health is your priority. Anyway, we're going to work. You're going to come with me. I'm going to show you around. In case you're looking for a job, yeah, I work as a Sainsbury's driver at the moment. So, but yeah, I'm running a little bit, not late, but I'll get there just in time, providing there's no traffic. And I do hate that. I like to give myself a little bit, I don't like rushing, but I rush all the time. I rush, and there's a lorry literally reversing. Anyway, so let's stick my phone on charge, by the way. So anyway, it's pretty simple to sort of in how you go in. You gotta have your high vis on because obviously, you know, health and safety and stuff. And then you have to do like a vehicle check just to make sure that any sort of damages are reported at marks, because it happens, you know. After that, you then basically, you don't pack your van. Like, there's people in there that do it, but sometimes you're not doing it, but you're kind of, you know, hey, can we kind of get a move on? And you may have to help out just a little bit. For the most part, though, you don't really do that. And then you're on your way. You've got drops where you're delivering to, and you basically have your chill, your ambient, which is just general stuff like maybe toilet roll, for example, and then you've got frozen stuff. You get it all together for the customer, depending on what drop it is. It's very simple when you've done it for a while, and then you deliver it, and then yeah, you process refunds and stuff like that on your little device that you have. I'll show you, and then you literally go to the next drop. But like I say, I wanted to get there a little bit early because I'm doing this video right now, so I don't want to be rushing. Also, I don't know if the manager's going to be speaking to me because I called in sick yesterday. But you know what? Hey, I'm going to Thailand tomorrow, so I'm happy. I am happy. I need to come back home. I need to pack. I need to go to the gym. I need to do a bunch of things. I could have really done with the day off, but you know what? I'm not going to lie. This place don't like giving you the day off. I wish they did, but apparently everything revolves around work. Which I suppose you're in a job and that's the case, but it's like, I mean, anyway, rant over. Hey, it's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good time to be alive. I don't know. I am literally just rambling on right now. This guy just wants to pull out in front of me. I'm not gonna bid because you know what? He's not even worth my time. And then after this, I forgot my wallet. I basically need to go and get, because I'm going to Thailand. I need to get some money. I need to exchange some money over, but I forgot my wallet, so I'm gonna have to, after work, I'm gonna have to go home and do that, which I didn't want to do. I should have brought it with me, but I forgot. God, how long have I been here? I've been here for maybe 8 months. I basically left, obviously, I went to America, and I was working as like a camp counselor, and then I come back, and I just needed a job real quick, and yeah, I'm basically doing this now. How long for? I don't know, because I wish I could say I love the job. It is what it is. You basically, it's just tiring. Also, I don't really do this, so I'm a little bit nervous. I also want to maybe take you to some of the customers' doors and stuff, but I don't want it to be disrespectful or intrusive, so look, I'm just going to see how I play this. But yeah, I'll try and record where I can record and make this a good video, because I like recording videos talking about things that I'm doing or traveling and stuff like that, you know. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. So here is where all the vans are parked up. This is where all the drivers will get their vans. Obviously, if they're going out, they'll be loaded. But yeah, this is just a look in one. And then that other door, as you just seen, that is where all the chilled and frozen stuff will be. But that is what the vans look like. I've got to rush just because I need to kind of be out of here. But this is how it all works. This is basically what you need for the whole day. So this is all the drops. We've got 22. It's saying the times you're going to need to be there. I'll show you the back in just a second. We're just about to go to the first drop. And we navigate. It does it all for you. It tells you how long you should be there. Obviously, some drops you tend to be there longer or shorter. It's not that accurate. Anyway, I'm going to go to the first one. Okay, I haven't really keeping you posted just because sometimes when you're running late, you've got to try and make the time up. And try not to leak the address, but there you go. It's 11:20 the ETA. 11:27 I'm supposed to be there. Their slot's 11 until 12, but 11:27 is the ETA. I'm gonna get there at 11:20 though. So this is essentially the van that you're in. You can obviously like connect your phone and stuff like that. And yeah, you basically, everything's in the back. You're just gonna drive to the customer. I'm just leaving this one here. And then, oh, don't wanna leak anything. But yeah, this is basically all the postcodes. I'm on drop 6. You got a 25-minute wait here. Usually you don't, well, you can, but you can call the customer to see if they want it early. And then you just keep going down until you get to your break. You have to take, for legal reasons, your break because you need a break every 4 hours. And then when you're done, you just head back to the store.
Flat number 7, please wait. Calling flat number.
Okay, so we're now on drop 10. Basically, this is the van. Come in, don't know if this is, that's how high it goes. And everything is kind of strapped up. This is all the ambient, and then we open here, we got a little trolley here. And everything is obviously stored into these. This is the frozen, this is all chilled, and obviously we got frozen in here. We got like a little frozen pack. This is really simple to do, you just go onto D2D. Oh, it shows my whole name, to show my whole government name. Anyways. It's taking long. Anyway, drop 10. I'm gonna not show the postcode. Okay, so you go into this. This is everything you gotta scan. So we got 4 ambient. So you just go to the ambient. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then it will show up green. That's when you know you've got it all. Then you pull it out, put it there, and then you got 1 chill and 1 frozen at the top there. It's a bit of a cold day. I've just put the heating back on because it is pretty windy and cold. Look at this. It's not always like this though. We've had some nice weather in England, but now today is not one of them. Anyways, see how it says it's got like a wait of 25 minutes. I've just called the customer and just said, hey, would you want it early? And they said yes. I've got a lot of older people today, so they're just at home and they don't really mind time-wise. For the most part, obviously you just need to call and double check. But the time is now 12:21. We're on drop 12. Like I say, it seems like, okay, 22 drops, that's not a lot, but you've got to obviously go in the back of the van, get everything sorted, take it to the customer. Sometimes, especially with elderly people, they take a long time. You have to sometimes take it in. Taking it in, you don't have to do that. You can literally refuse. It's not our job to take it in, but I'm not that person. I'm not that guy. If there's an older person, an elderly person that needs some help and support, I'm gonna help them, you know? Oh my god, I don't know if this is all of England right now, but it's so windy. I've seen I've seen dustbins in the road due to the wind just blowing them in the road. Anyway, I just had the loveliest sky. Right now I'll flip it round. Right now we're on drop 19. My break's at 2:08. You have to take your break. I mean, this is a little bit earlier than 4 hours. It's like, I don't know, 10 minutes early. And 4 hours. I was trying to kind of get it done before I take my break because I could get back to the store, hit break and start unloading the van. That way you save yourself time, and then you kind of already back at the store. You can kind of chill out. If you want to stay for a little bit, you can get paid. If you don't, you can clock out early. So it's entirely up to you. Obviously different Sainsbury's are going to have like different sort of they're going to do things a little bit differently. Sometimes they may pay you just for leaving early. Sometimes, yeah, differently at different stores. But yeah, right now we're on drop 19. I'm going to head over there. This guy, Peter, his name was, he was telling me that, well, basically, I go to Madrid a little bit, about a lot. And he was saying when you go to Madrid, try and go to the Prado. It's basically an art gallery, which I've never been to. And I've never been told to visit, which I'm kind of disappointed about, because it's like, okay, if it's something to like, I don't know, if it's something to shout about, why has no one told me to go and visit? Anyways, he was like, and such a lovely guy, but he was just, I don't know, so lovely. He was just curious about me, and as soon as I went to the door, he was like, you have a girlfriend? I was like, how do you know I have a girlfriend? He was like, good looking chap. Anyway, off topic. And then, what else was he telling me? Yeah, he was just like, yeah, I was telling him I'm going away soon, and he was like, where are you going? Just a nice conversation. But it's so interesting speaking to people like that, because I just find, you know, people that are just a little bit elderly and a lot older than you, they're just so full of wisdom and knowledge, and they're so informative about just everything, the life, the world. We are gonna go to this one. I wanted to try and do all of these before I hit my break. And we finished today. We're doing a shift 2, and sorry, not 2. It's 2 o'clock now. 10 until 4. 10 until 4. But yeah, like I say, if you finish early, which happens pretty much all the time, if you finish early, you can either clock out. The problem is you won't get the full pay. Like if you clock out an hour or 2 hours early, they're not going to pay you for those remaining hours that you should have been there. Some stores, like I say, may do it differently, but not this one. And if you stay, you can just maybe chill out, go in the canteen. It's just sitting around a little bit, and sometimes I'd rather just go home. But basically, if I press this, you can kind of like call the customer. This shows you how many totes, and then just like that, everything's green, so you know it's all scanned off. Oh my god, it's so loud. And then it would say doorstep time there, 9 minutes. Perfect. Sorry, I am back home. I am ending the video now, and I just want to say that I got back to the store, unloaded, and because I was going to Thailand, I was kind of rushing to get out and get some stuff done and start packing. But in conclusion, the pay is £13.50 an hour. If you're in London, it may be slightly more. I will say it is a demanding job. There's a lot of responsibility. You're driving something bigger than your ordinary vehicle. So these are things to take into account, especially like if you're working the weekend, because it's not like a Monday to Friday job. If you go out on a Friday and you're in on a Monday, you have to be careful and responsible about what you're drinking, because you are driving at the end of the day the next morning. So these are all things to take into account. And some people do think it's easy work, easy pay and stuff like that, which it can be. But I will say the store I was at, they increased the amount of drops and they lowered the amount of door time you had. So that means you're doing more work and you've got less time at people's door. So it's a lot more intense than it ever used to be. Now, I don't know if that's for every store, but that's how it was at my store. These are just some things to take into account if you are considering this role. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you soon in another one. I want to keep uploading content, travel videos, so I would have really appreciated if you can like, subscribe, drop a comment, talk to me, and I'll see you in another video. My man.